Hockey Podcast, a trusted coaching resource. I'll be answering your questions, share best practices, and find out what's new in the hockey world. Thanks for listening, and welcome to the community. All right. Thanks for tuning in to another Hyland Hockey FAQ Wednesday. So let's get right to it. Here we go. Great question. There are a lot of good websites out there. USA Hockey has got an amazing website. They spend a lot of time, effort, and resources. If you need a season plan, at some point I'll do a season plan video. But they have entire season plans for almost every age group. They've got videos, they've got drills. It's really a great one-stop shop. The one thing I will tell you there is an additional website that I go to a lot. And it's from Tom Malloy, and Tom Malloy is a great Canadian coach, and he's got his own website. Now the difference here is that you can search his website for videos. He's got a lot of professional videos. I actually took my St. Joe's warm-up from his website. He's got a great. Now the website here is you can type in Tom Malloy Hockey ABCs, but here's the actual address, and I'll put it in the description below. But it's Hockey Coaching ABCs with an s.com. Okay, so sometimes it's hard to find. I'll link it. I highly recommend you go to the website. Tell them I sent you. My username is Ballgame. That's for another story. But a lot of great videos, and you can search again for age group. A lot of videos. The forum is great. A lot of users over there that really know what they're doing. Highly recommend Hockey Coaching ABCs. All right, next question. Books. Okay, cool. So the one thing about my channel is there's we're trying to think outside the box with some of this stuff. There's plenty of X's and O's videos. I will do some as well. Just need to get some better software to be able to do that. But this is a good question because I think as coaches we really need to continue to learn. I'm a big Ryan Walter fan, as you'll find out. He's got a great quote: "Leaders are learners," and I believe that. So we really need to continue to learn the game, new ways of teaching, new practices, better techniques, better resources like that. The websites are great. So this question is pretty timely, and that's why I'm going to answer it now. I'm going to go over a couple of books. Number one is John Wooden's They Call Me Coach. Now, I love John Wooden. If you don't know who John Wooden is, turn this off right now and go buy this book. Legendary basketball coach. Basketball, coaching is coaching. You just add the sport. Won a ton of national championships, but never used the word win or lose. Wins, losses. Never really talked about that. It's more about character. And if you play the game the right way, you will have success. And he was really trying to mold these young boys and the men, and really teach them the life lessons that the game can teach. And hockey is a perfect game for life lessons. He's also got a lot of cool quotes. I'll read a couple here. "Ability may get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there." That's very, very true. It's when the coaches aren't looking. What are the players doing? Are they working hard? Are they slacking off? My personal favorite here is it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. Right? Our kids know it all. So it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. That one is perfect to me. And here, be quick, but don't hurry. So some of these might seem a little silly, but they do make a lot of sense. So again, highly recommend John Wooden's They Call Me Coach. I want to go over a couple of Ryan Walter books. The first one here is Simply the Best. Now this one is great because Ryan Walter and Mike Johnson interview legendary coaches. Pat Quinn, Mark Crawford, Brian Sutter, Claire Drake, Jacques Demers, George Kingston, Mike Keenan, Dave Kink, Scotty Bowman, Roger Nielsen. Now, if you're an American and you're around my age, I'm 41, you might not know who Claire Drake and George Kingston are. But they're the two best interviews in this book. So, they don't go necessarily into X's and O's strategies, but it's more about setting a vision for your team and developing chemistry. and strategies for team play. Great book. Highly recommend this one, especially if you're a newer coach, but also if you have experience and you might know some of this stuff. But it's also each coach, there's a lot of common themes, but they each execute differently. And that's what I got the value out of. And then the last book is another Ryan Walter, and it's Hungry. Now this book is awesome, and I'm a huge Ryan Walter fan. He even signed it for me. Thanks, Ryan. Huge. And this one's great because this one is about leadership. Again, no X's and O's. Leadership and framing and honoring. And I'm going to give you a couple stories here. But one, he talks about deflecting. And in the chapter on deflecting, this really talks about when you take responsibility, you remove pressure from the team. So if you're not playing well and you take personal responsibility, that takes the pressure off of the team. Now, conversely, if you deflect glory, if you had a great game and you deflect that glory, off yourself and towards the team, then you're adding power to the team. And I'm sure you know that, but when you read it and hear it, it makes so much sense. And that really should be part of your coaching philosophy, is trying to, empower the kids to be more of a team-oriented style of play. No individuals. I always see players score goals, but they got to get the puck. So I really like that one. Two stories here. In this one, he's got a story called the Sideways Cup, and Ryan tells this one all the time, but it's great. Now, in 2001, the Colorado Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. And when you're the captain of the team, Joe Sakic's the captain, and Gary Bettman hands you the cup, what's the first thing you do? Up. Boom. That's your moment, right? You're the captain of the team. This is your moment. You're the first one to touch the cup. Okay? But now, remember, this team had Ray Bourque. Now, Ray had been on the Bruins for 17 years and had never won the cup. So they kind of had a team mantra in the locker room during the playoffs is win it for Ray. And every time Joe Sakic saw Ray Bourque in the locker room or whatever, he'd be like, hey, Bourque, you stay close to me. You stay close to me. So they had just won the Stanley Cup. Gary Bettman gives Joe Sakic the cup, and instead of going up, he goes sideways and hands it to Ray Bourque, and Ray Bourque, boom, up. Right? Now, Ray, kissed the cup and gave it back to Joe, but talk about, a selfless act, really, let's do it for Ray. Joe gave up his moment to support a teammate, and I could probably argue that type of leadership is one reason why they won the cup. Okay, so I love that one. Now, Ryan also talks about honoring the game, and this is perfect for us as coaches, especially with the younger kids. Now, there was a game, the Vancouver Canucks were losing by 5 goals, and Trevor Lindens had gotten an assist on a goal. Okay, now even though they're getting whooped, that assist put Trevor Lindens in first place for the Canucks all-time point leader. So they put that up on the board, and the crowd starts giving Trevor Lindens a standing ovation. Now Mike Civic, the referee, he's in a bad spot right now because he has got 15 seconds to get this puck dropped. Okay, so he doesn't want to take that moment away from Trevor, so he's got to think of something real quick. Now, in the book, he says, Mike Civic, he separates the centers at center ice, goes right to a bench, grabs a water bottle, and then starts filling an imaginary hole. Right? So instead of 15 seconds, he gave him a minute and 15. Right? So little things make big things happen. Now, that's at the National Hockey League level, but we have that ability as coaches for our younger kids. Don't underestimate how important that is. So, I love that stuff, and that's why, these books, especially Hungry, is really good to. So I hope that helps. Let me know, and of course, there's a lot of great books out there. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. All right? Thanks. All right, so we're going to finish up this segment with another Ryan Walter concept. This is going to be the Ryan Walter show. And this is a face-off that he showed us at USA Hockey. He came to our level 4. And this is the face-off that if you win, you're protected, and if you lose, you're protected. And to me, this made so much sense. It made so much sense that it was obvious. Like, why weren't we doing this already? Okay? So I'm going to draw this up real quick here. Now, this is offensive zone, right? Now, if you're on the wall, okay? Now, if you're on the wall over here, this is to protect you if we win or lose. If you're on the wall, you're coming this way, and if you're on the hash marks, you're coming this way. And here's why.
So if we win it, we've got a guy coming into the house, right? Into the shooting lane for a shot. Now, if we lose it, this forward's taking an inside-out angle, which we spoke about last Wednesday, and he's going to take this and pressure to the outside. Now, obviously, once the puck's dropped, if we lose it, this guy's not going to keep going that way. Okay? If we win it when the puck's dropped, he's not going to keep going this way. He's going to go to the net. But if you do this for every standard offensive zone faceoff, you're protected. It really is that simple. So ideally, you'd want a right-handed here. If you're over here, you want a lefty. And you're protected either way. There you go. Hope that helps. Any questions, please let me know. Please subscribe because it does make a difference. And all right.